Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're doing well as it can be on this Thursday morning. Um, so last week we started, meditating on Refuge, um, and the three jewels. So I think today we'll continue with that, and um, I think we'll just focus on Buddha. And, it's hard. It's not so easy to, you know, take refuge. And what does it mean to take refuge and put our trust in something else, in someone else, although we do it all the time. So how do we make that choice? How do we develop that conviction? So we'll we'll look at it. It's good for me. I'm working on it too. So um, may it be spontaneous when I wake up tomorrow morning. We'll see. So gather yourself in a comfortable position, bringing your thoughts and your body together in this time and space. And let's take 3 deep breaths, just breathing in and filling our lungs with air. And exhaling. I think I should do that more often. It's so refreshing. It really opens up the body, opens up the mind. So let's continue to just watch the breath, the inhale and the exhale. Now just gently. No deep breaths, just watching the breath, the inhale, exhale. No controlling, just observation. And just think that as we're inhaling this air that's nourishing our body, the air is all around us. It goes down the street, down the valley, the river, covers the entire country. It goes beyond, covering the seas, extending up to the upper atmosphere. It's all around us. And this is the same air that's all around everyone, connecting us all. There's no separation between myself and the next person. We're connected with this air. And just as I want to be happy and I don't want to suffer, neither does the next person. They're the same as me, connected with the air, and the same wishes. So with my motivation for the meditation, thinking like this, thinking that everyone is in the same boat. So through this meditation, may I develop a kinder heart, a gentler heart, a kinder heart towards myself and all living beings that are breathing the same air as I am. And to help me do this, I need to develop my refuge. Refuge in what? So if we think whenever we're troubled with something, we try to find a helper. Trying to find a helper that can help us remove the problem. And just recently I was visiting my nephews and we're at the playground. And at the playground, have a tendency that you'll trip and you're gonna fall. And it's not a big injury, but it's a shock, right? We get scared. We have a problem. And before the tears can start rolling, the child's looking around, scanning the playground, looking for the parent. And as soon as it locates the parent, it's running that direction. That's refuge, right? the child in pain and looking for that person, that's something that can solve the problem, that they have full trust in. So I think we can all relate to that. Maybe we can remember being the child, seeking refuge. And now being a little older, we don't we don't need that same type of refuge, but we're thinking much bigger. We're looking much farther now. And now it's as if we fell and we scraped our knee, but more on a mental level. And we're looking up, we're looking around, searching for someone that can end this suffering, that can remove uh, the much larger suffering, our mental suffering, the suffering of the lower realms, or the suffering of cyclic existence in general. And if we go back to the playground just for a moment, when the child's looking for refuge, they're not looking for refuge in their peers and the other children. They're looking for someone greater that's beyond their peers. So they have to go up to the level of the parent. So it's just the same for us today, right? We we need such a being that could not be someone that's also caught in this cyclic existence. It should be someone that's beyond. And so the Buddha, right? The Buddha is beyond. But what is the Buddha? What is this? Or why is the Buddha worthy of being an object of refuge? Think about it for a moment. Can we say that the Buddha's fearless, has no fear? Because if the Buddha were not beyond the suffering of cyclic existence, how could the Buddha help others escape? So the Buddha, you know, has to be beyond this fear, has to be standing on firm ground. So then they're able to help all of us that are on shaky ground. So it would seem logical that having this refuge object that has extensive knowledge and extensive qualities, that's important. It's important that um, they know the path, they know the cessation, the cessation of suffering, and it's the Buddha that's realized the path of cessation and the cessation of suffering, right? It's almost unimaginable for us, I think, to see there's someone out there that has this perfection of all these qualities and encompasses all this knowledge and love and wisdom. And they're capable of helping um, everyone. So it seems so unimaginable, but we have examples like His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I mean, he's going to be 90 this year, but when he's teaching, he's so clear. His wisdom is so deep. He's so happy, and he appears fearless. And do you think that the Buddha that we want to take refuge in, they need to have skillful means on how to um, free others from this fear of suffering? To just hmm, imagine the Buddha is able to deal precisely with the problems faced by all types of beings. So the Buddha has no um, block or impediment to knowing the minds and the capabilities of the beings and cyclic existence. And with this insight, the Buddha can act spontaneously and uh, in a natural way to respond appropriately to the needs of living beings. And then holding this or looking at it in a different way, that the Buddha has this capability, but actually acts upon it. I mean, that's great compassion. That's great compassion. That's just pure love that has no discrimination. So would this mean that the Buddha benefits all sentient beings, whether they've helped him or not, whether they've paid their dues or not? I mean, if we're transparent and honest, I mean, most of us, we only um, care for those that are most dear to us or closest to us or closest family members, sometimes even in the family. Just one or two, not the rest, right? So here we're talking with the Buddha, no discrimination, no limits. So just imagine you meet this Buddha, this person that has no fear, completely, solidly, firmly standing on the ground of their wisdom. And they know how to help others. And even more than knowing how to help others, they have this seemingly innate great compassion to do so. And they don't discriminate. So would this person or object or Buddha be worthy of refuge for holding and cultivating your mind? So we can dedicate that. May all beings in the entire universe and the universes beyond find their Buddha, find their object of refuge as quickly as possible. And may they follow the advice and the instructions of the Buddha to be freed from psychic existence as quickly as possible. Today. Thank you, everyone.